Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio for another Zone Mortalis knockout tournament game. Yes, we are, I think, on our fourth game of round one, still a couple to go, and today we have our only guest for this Zone Mortalis tournament, and that is Kayron, probably a fan favorite. Many of you have seen him many times commanding his personal army, which is normally the Emperor's Children, but you have seen him command his Salamanders in Zone Mortalis and also command his Knights. Now, for today, we have actually brought him as a guest to command the World Eaters. We gave him first choice. He's gone for the World Eaters, which is something very different from him. And let's see how that goes. So if you haven't seen our first round other games, basically we are playing a custom mission called Seize the Guns, which is actually a custom made mission by us at the SN team. You can actually see all our custom missions on our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. We're playing 1,500 points, and today we have the World Eaters versus the Dark Angels. Two fan favorites to win this overall event, and two very fierce in both shooting and combat. So Kayron's brought a actually very close combat orientated, obviously being World Eaters. A lot of rampages are going to be running down those corridors, but will be stopped, or I'm going to try and stop him with my Dark Angel list, which has a lot of close combat as well, especially with those inner circle knights. So we're excited here. See who moves on into the quarterfinals, and please let us know below if you're enjoying this type of content and if you want to see more in the future. With that said, let's go straight on to lists, with Kayron's list coming up first.
Hey guys, Kayron back again in the SN studio. As you've seen by the title, I'm no doubt. It's something a bit weird today, so I would like to first say thank you for SN for inviting me to partake in their knockout tournament of Zone Mortalis between the legions that they do have here. But as you've seen and as I've mentioned, it is a bit different, not one of my legions that I'm playing today, because today I am playing the World Eaters. I love the World Eaters. I love the idea of just ravaging madmen, running forward and just going straight into close combat. When I saw my opponent being the Dark Angels, I'm like, ouch, it's going to hurt, but it's going to be fun. So we're going to move on to the list. So as I mentioned there, it's not my normal legion. So before we move on to the list, bear in mind, if I do make some mistakes, please bear with me. I'm sure I'll catch them on, and I will look into the comments to get your guys' opinions. So anyway, back onto the list. So for my Rite of War, I am choosing the Crimson Path. I was going to say the Bloody Path. The Crimson Path, just to give my Rampager squads line, along with the other bonuses that I do get, such as the Feel No Pain, not the Feel No Pain, the It Will Not Die on the independent characters, just to make them a bit more beefy, along with the other bonuses. So that's my Rite of War. For my Warlord, I am bringing a Praetor today. He is just going to have a Thunder Hammer and a normal bolt pistol, trying to keep him nice and cheap. For his Warlord trait, he does have the Butcher's Claws, just because it is so good. The +1 strength and the extra attack to him and his unit as soon as they charge into combat is going to be great. Along with paired with the Rite of War, that I can ignore the first wound taken by the squad. So if challengers go first, could ignore that extra wound that could have killed him before he strikes. That's the idea I've got going on here. Probably not going to work, but we'll find out. So as I mentioned there, he will be joined as well by a retinue of Chosen, 7 to be exact. Now all you proper Khorne and World Eater players out there be like, 7, whoa, trust me, 7, and then with him 8. You see what I did there? We've made it. So we've got 8 in total, 7 of the Chosen. They've got just normal Chainaxes and bolt pistols for the extra attack. Obviously, they're going to have the banner as well to give them that line. So then moving on to my elites, I've got a Contemptor, just a single Contemptor today, with the 2 Gravis Power Fists. One's going to have a Melter inside, and one's going to have a Plasma inside. I was debating with the idea with a Gravis Melter Cannon, or Melter, whatever it is, or just going something different, but I think the Plasma, if I roll well, it should work out pretty well. Moving on, I've got 2 identical squads of Rampagers. These guys are so good. I've looked at their stats, I've watched some of the battle reports that Pardo's used them, and they are amazing as soon as they get stuck in. So for the weapon choices, really, nothing too spectacular. You've seen it before. So 2 of them are going to have Excoriator Chainaxes. The Sergeant's going to have a Meteor Hammer, and the rest of them are going to have their Phalanx Blades. The Sergeant will have a Artificer Armour. There we go, almost forgot. Artificer Armour. And that's it, yeah, just equal squads. Moving on to my next elite choice, I've got an Apothecarion Detachment who will be joining the Rampager squads. Being so expensive as they are and so good as they are, I wouldn't want them to die to shooting before they actually get into combat. So hopefully I can roll some of those Feel No Pains and they can, continue to do good. Moving on to my troops choices, I have 2 identical squads of Tactical Marines. So they're going to all have Chainswords. The Sergeant will have Artificer Armour and a Power Fist. There will be a Legion of Exilia in there, and there also will be an Augury Scanner. Other than that, I think that's my entire list. Nice 1500 points of World Eaters to just go straight into combat and ravage some Dark Angels. So we're going to move on next, and we're going to see what Pardo has in store for me in this battle report.
Here we go with the Dark Angels. The first are finally here in this Zone Mortalis knockout tournament, and it's actually been one of those legions that it is quite difficult to build the list for the Zone Mortalis itself, just because there's no specific Rite of War for them that makes their elite units, their powerful elite units, line. So I've gone for Pride of the Legion as my Rite of War, making some of those units that we do have on our shelf basically line, which is very important, especially for this mission today. So leading it all, we have as my HQ a Praetor in Artificer Armour. He has a Tyrannic Greatsword and a Master-crafted Power Fist, and he's got the Seneschal of the Keys as his Warlord trait. Then we move on to troop choices, which I've maxed out. I have 5 troop choices. Only 2 line, no. So we're going to start with the line. First of all, we have a veteran squad, a 7-man veteran squad, Artificer Armour on the Sergeant, and they're all wielding bolters and chainswords. They do have Deathwing, so they will be getting a +1 with those chainswords in combat. Then we have an Indomitus Terminator squad. And yeah, first time I'm using them. They look absolutely brilliant. They have a Proteus Pattern Storm Shield and a Proteus Assault Cannon. And apart from the shield, he also has a Thunder Hammer, if we're talking about the Sergeant, of course. And they've gone for Firewing, which is a +1 to... Stormwing, which is a +1 to hit using their combi bolters. Then we move on to 2 units of Inner Circle Knights. 2 units of 5, all equipped with Tyrannic Greatswords, and I have upgraded them to have the Slayer of Kings, which grants them rerolls of 1s when they are in combat with something with a weapon skill of 5 or more. And then lastly, in troop slots, we have a support team, normal support team of 7, Artificer Armour again on the Sergeant, and they're all wielding plasma guns. Then we move on to elites to finish off, where we've got a Contemptor. You don't leave home without a Contemptor, especially in Zone Mortalis, especially when your opponent also brings one. And we've gone for a double Gravis Power Fist with inbuilt melters in it. So that is my list, 1,500 points of Dark Angels. Let's see how it performs. Very tricky with only 2 line, but I have a lot of other hard-hitting units, which I'm sure I will kill a lot, hopefully. So let's go straight on to the game, and that's coming right up.
Roland of the Dark Angels strode down the amber-lit hallway, his dark obsidian battleplate absorbing the klaxon lights flashing along his path. He knew the warning signals. Enemy boarding parties had made contact with the vessel, so Roland proceeded towards his designated defense protocol zone at the bow of the ship. As the access hatch in front of the Dark Angel unlocked and shut it open, a ceramite boot from the other side was planted into his chestplate. Roland attempted to recover quickly, yet the World Eater Legionnaire was already upon him, bringing his Chainaxe down from over his head with all his might. Clutching his Calibanite Warblade, Roland lifted the weapon to parry the oncoming blow, causing sparks of energy to scatter across both the Astartes armor. as the blade made contact with the chain teeth of the traitor's axe. The full weight of the World Eater now rested on Roland, who unlocked his plasma pistol and pressed it to the World Eater's armor and pulled the trigger.
And here we go. Both armies now fully deployed and ready for war. Zone Mortalis Knockout Tournament, first round pairing, World Eaters versus the Dark Angels. And we have a guest, the only guest of the tournament. You must feel privileged. We have a little crown for you. We should have a little crown for you. But not for long, because I will cut your head off with a Tyrannic Greatsword today. And yeah, the World Eaters will be led by Kieran, as you've already seen at the beginning with his army list. We are playing the same mission, because it is round one, same table layout as well. If you have missed the first other pairings, maybe you should stop this and go and watch the others. But we do explain that it is the same mission. If maybe you didn't pay attention in the first games, or just want to watch this one and not the others, I'll explain the mission really quickly. It's a custom mission built by the SN team. It's called Seize the Guns. We've got 5 objectives on the table. We've got 3 on the middle line. So we've got a 1, a 5, and a 4, and then 2 or 1 on each of our deployment zones. Now, we score an objective at the end of every game turn. You get a point for every objective you hold. And after scoring points, you roll a dice. On the roll of 6, nothing happens. On the roll of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that numbered objective is removed. Now, in later turns, if you roll a number where the objective isn't there, you basically re-roll until. So every turn an objective is removed unless it is the roll of 6. Apart from that, we've got the normal secondaries for Zone Mortalis, which is kill an elite or HQ, you get a point. If I kill something before you, because you're going first, I get a point. And anything that dies in the challenge, you get a point. Quite easy. Now, you started deploying first. Let's quickly check out your deployments, Mr.
I'll explain to you my absolute tactical genius.
Okay.
I'm embodying the World Eater. We're going to go here. We're going to run forward, and we're going to charge if we can.
Okay,
excellent.
I like it.
These guys, we're going to run forward.
And charge.
Maybe that objective, and then charge.
Okay.
And then if we're going to go over here, we're going to run forward, and you won't see this coming, but if it's possible, we're going to charge.
Love it. Okay, and Kieran does have 5 line units, which is very good for Zone Mortalis. It's basically what you want to build around when you're playing Zone Mortalis. As for myself, in reserve, you do have 1 Contemptor and 2 tactical squads still. No extra reinforcement points, so you would have to actually spend every turn the 2 that you do get. I'm going to start in reserve. I'm going to start with the reserves. 1 Dreadnought and the support squad, so a total of 3 needed here. You need actually 4 on your side. Then deployed, we have on either flank, we have the inner circle knights ready to move up onto the objectives, not to capture them because they're not lying, but to actually defend them and kill the enemy. And then in the middle here, we've got the Indomitus Terminator squad, which I have attached my Praetor to, and just behind, sitting on the objective, is my Veteran squad. No seizing of the initiative, because you do need extra reinforcement points to try and seize the initiative. So on to World Eaters turn 1. Coming up next. And we're back. Movement now over for the World Eaters. Nice and easy, quick and easy. We've got the 2 Rampager squads running up the field, now within 3 inches of both objective number 1 and objective number 5. And the command squad has moved up into a critical position, basically to try and grab objective number 5 in a further turn, or basically just guard the middle ground there. And basically that would be the end of your turn. So I need to charge, or I need to try and charge, and take you off those objectives. I think this one might be possible. I don't think I can do this because of the corridor there. But look, who doesn't want a first round combat, and against 2 very important units as well. So yeah, and I'm actually quite petrified. I've commanded those for many, many times, and I know just how potent they are.
Slice, slice,
So,
slice.
turn 1 for the World Eaters now gone. Obviously, we score at the end of the turn, not at the end of Kieran's turn.
Yes.
So, on to turn 1 for the Dark Angels, coming up next. Okay, movement over for the Dark Angels. So, both of my Inner Circle Cenobian Knights have moved up the field. 10-inch charge on here. Quite interesting. I believe in my dice. I believe in myself. I think I'm going to get a double 6 and get a 12. Veteran squad, obviously, staying put. Very important to at least grab that point. And the Indomitus Terminator squad with my Praetor have now moved up. You can't run through doors, meaning that I haven't basically grabbed the objective, but I am in a good position now for next turn. Again, we're probably going to see a HQ versus HQ fight there. So that would be actually quite cool. Now, what is happening here? I actually, at the beginning of the turn, I didn't know if to actually give his Warlord trait the Senecal of the keys Seneschal to start it in my turn or not. I need to check, because I don't know if it lasts for my turn or for a full turn. I might say it, but what I'm going to do, I'll probably do that off camera. Before actually Kieran moves or starts moving, I'll make a decision about that. Just because basically I have to do it at the beginning of my turn. So if he charges me next turn, basically I can't do it because obviously it's not my turn. So I haven't basically
sworn the oath or whatever
sworn
he
the
does.
oath, yeah. And but I don't know if it lasts for a full turn or not. So if it doesn't, yeah, we'll double check. So back to here. I won't shoot. I can't shoot anyway because I've got a flamers, which is 8 inches. So looking for a 10. Do you want to, or you can wait for this roll anyway?
I can wait to brace.
So looking for 10. Oh, that is a 6. So I'll move up. I might as well move up. I'm slower than him, so I might as well move up, even if he wants to charge me.
I mean, if you move
go
up
ahead.
the free, I think you can test me there, don't you?
Oh, maybe I could actually contest you.
The free gets you to there.
Yeah, so I do contest.
You are within 3 inches of the objective.
Yeah, so I contest. That's a good move. Thank you very much. So that's the end of that. Let's count points. So you do score a point here.
1 point.
I score a point here.
Yes.
And then you, being the guest, can roll for the first objective to disappear.
It goes
Number
away.
5.
Oh, so does that 5 go away, or does that one go away?
Number 5. That one goes away.
Oh.
There we go.
Goodbye.
Okay, so now there's no
middle ground. Right, it was good to know you.
Okay, perfect. So 1-1 the score. Let's go on to turn 2. Coming up next.
Hello, you beautiful SN Plus community. It's DC here, and I've got a little bit of an update for you. If you are watching this video and you are all up to date with everything that's going on with us, then you should be fine. But if you're tuning in and you're thinking, why am I watching this video? Then this may be helpful to you. As part of the big move for SN, where we are moving to Horus Heresy as a sole game platform on the channel, and again, you should have watched the big changes to the channel update, which we put out for free on YouTube. If you haven't, pause the video, go and check that out first, and you'll be up to speed to this point. But with those changes, we are making a streamlined enhancements to SN Plus, which is the YouTube membership tiers you will see where you get your little shield icons from. Now, we had many, and they were a bit confusing. We've now streamlined them down. You may be on one of those tiers that could be disappearing soon. If you let that expire, then you won't be able to get access to SN Plus, which will make us sad, make you sad, and make everybody sad. So what we would like you to do is to check out what level of tier you are on. You can see on our tiers, you have being removed soon, or words to that effect, as the tier that is obviously temporarily being phased out. If you want to change your tier and you are in one of those, then there is an icon in the top corner, a little cog icon like the Mechanicum. That cog will allow you to change your tier and access the other ones. We're going to have a standard Horus Heresy Battle Report tier, which is the no frills, no fuss. If you just want your extra Battle Report content, you go there. And then we have ourselves a full access tier. That's a little bit more support for us because we're going to be doing extra content and videos, including one recently such as Jose's absolutely gorgeous Raven Guard Army showcase. And that's the kind of content you'll be seeing on full access. A lot more behind the scenes, a lot more reviews, and everything in between. Also, if you're feeling extra supportive and frisky, then we have, of course, the SN Plus Legends tier, which a few of you Legends have jumped up on, which we were super appreciative of, and that gets you all the other stuff you get on top of that, but also helps us build the channel, build more armies, everything else. We absolutely love our Legends, of course, because they are really helping us push the channel further and further. And last but not least, we have launched a brand new global WhatsApp community page. It's a little bit like our old Discord, but a lot more access. We're in there a lot more because we tend to, as a team, use WhatsApp a lot more. And we've got a growing community in there. It's been absolutely amazing on the launch. So thank you everyone who's jumped in and is chatting away in each of the channels there. But you can get access to that through Patreon. Any Patreon level gets you access to that. But on top of that, our Patreons also get access to other perks, which you can see on the Patreon page, which there'll probably be a link below, which Pardo will put into the description. So check that out. So, quick reminder again, if you are on one of the older tiers, make sure you are moved over to the brand new ones, which you'll see when you hit the cog button and you'll see the different levels. But a final reminder as well, you cannot change those through your app. So if you're on the app now and you're thinking, DC, it's not working, that's because you have to go into a browser of some kind. If you don't have a browser, go to the local library. Very helpful. Anyway, hope you're all good. Hope you're enjoying the content, and I will speak to you all very, very soon.
Okay, we're back. Movement now over, and it is getting quite tasty. We will see blood spilt on this turn. So we've got the Rampager squad moving up. I will be reacting with Suppress, so basically I can Wall of Death because they are Flamers. Now, the command squad has stayed put. We were actually deliberating between two, even though it is a tournament, we were actually trying to help each other. There is no, with objective missing, there's no
real point
in moving in. So he's going to leave it as a second base. In case one of these Rampager squads does fall, basically another line unit can then come and grab them. He's paid a point and brought in one of those tactical squads to grab the back objective. And what happened here is the Rampager squad wanted to charge these guys, but with their max movement of 7, they still couldn't get line of sight onto the inner circle knight. So basically it was not a smart move. So he stayed put, making me have to charge them. And he still is on that objective, which is the important bit. Perfect. So a quick reaction here from myself. So here we go. We are going to 5d3. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I need 2 more dice. I'm getting from here. Strength 4, looking for 4s, breaching 6 up. Okay, so 2 breaching and 1 normal save, please.
Roger that, sir. So
2 feel no pains.
2 feel. Is breaching count as AP2? Yeah, it does.
AP2, yes. AP2.
So we'll do the 2 up.
Okay, perfect. And then 2
5 ups.
5 ups.
So
1 feels the pain, and get a little wound marker on there. And then after that, basically, we are going to do 1 charge and 1 charge only, right?
Yes.
So I will brace here.
So you're fearless, I think it is.
Yeah, basically I can't basically
doesn't
use.
Require
or,
test, does it?
No, it doesn't. Yes, it does require a test. If I fail, I get more 1d6. Or I can use my special reaction, which grants them fearless and fear 2. Which would be good for this.
I don't think it would.
Why?
I'm stubborn. Oh, but stubborn still gets affected.
No, stubborn doesn't. Inexorable does. So you are stubborn. So with that, thank you for that. So I'll just do the normal brace then.
Yes.
Which I fail, so I fall back d6.
Where are you running?
So I fall back 6 inches. Well, let's move them back first, just to make sure what the charge is, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we're back. We'll move them back, and now they are basically need a 7 now, which makes it quite interesting. And obviously, he has to move up. I think he'll still be on the objective because it is a big squad. But let's see, maybe some fall and see what happens. So you need a 7?
7? Oh, no.
That is not good for you.
That's not good at all.
That is not good for you. So you move a total of 2 inches up.
Still on the objective.
Me have the charge next, which is great because it cancels out, obviously, Furious charge and all that because you would get it only on the charge. And that finishes off your turn, doesn't it?
I believe it does.
You failed 2 charges now? No, I've failed 1, you failed 1.
Yeah, you failed a check.
Okay, yeah. And the charge last turn, yeah. So, perfect. So, I'll leave Kieran move that unit in. That was the end of his turn too.
Before we go, can you just appreciate how cool this little thing is?
Yes, he's put them all like plain toe soldiers, which we are. So he's guarding the corridor, one of them on the messer, standing guard on every door. Perfect. Love it. Perfect. Let's go on to turn 2 for the Dark Angels. coming up next. Okay, we are back. Movement now over. So a couple of... we actually had to dwell into the rules because obviously this unit has regrouped, meaning that if it was on my turn, meaning I wouldn't be able to charge, it would only be able to snapfire. But as it is on his turn, reading through the rules and asking a couple of rules wizards, they have agreed with us that you can charge because it states that it is in the previous turn, which you automatically regroup and not at the beginning of my turn. So I've moved up with my comments if you think it's wrong. See if there's anything that you have seen that we haven't. So I moved up with my Inner Circle Knights. I've moved up here, needing a 8-inch charge, I think it was, needing a 0 charge, and then I have moved my Indomitus now up. A couple of them can fire into one of those command squads. So look, if I can kill one, why not?
Yes.
And I've spent my 2 points to bring in my support squad and fire into that Rampager squad, which could deal a lot of damage.
Yes.
Now, there's a couple of things that can happen. First of all, you're going to...
I'll use, because I have 2 movement phase reactions because my mortal trait, so I will try and bolt pistol you to death and bolt pistol them to death.
Yes, because we were thinking about using your special reaction, but that would mean that you would charge me and...
Oh, no, that's in the shooting phase.
Ah, that's in the shooting phase.
Remember,
But we have spoken about that, and that will happen. But obviously, if you charge me, you will run away from that objective. So
but it's okay.
sad. Okay, so bolt pistols first.
Bolt pistols
Let's do this.
I'll try and link off something here.
Okay. Just roll in the middle. There's nothing there, so we can roll. Use it as a dice dice box.
That wasn't very good.
Needing sixes. Needing sixes. Needing sixes.
Oh yeah, because it's snap
Roll
shooting,
again. Roll
isn't it?
again.
Oh, my
Roll
bad.
again.
Yeah, my apologies. That's
Okay,
2.
two.
And
And then
one.
1 wound. Okay, so a 2-up save. I'll use the box in the middle as well. That's a pass. And then rinse and repeat. Have you added your Apothecary one as well?
Yeah, I've got 11 shots in total. And one save.
So I'll do Artificer Armour.
He dies.
He dies.
Yes, excellent.
Okay, so you can take 1 off. That is 2 shots less, so that is actually
Very
quite good. Perfect. So now we go on to my shooting phase. So I'm not going to shoot here because I don't want him to charge me. I will be shooting here though.
I will charge you.
You
I will attempt.
You will be using your special
I will
reaction?
be using my special reaction.
Okay, cool. So first of all, I shoot, right?
Yes.
Because you get a 4-up fee, no pain. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll use my special reaction.
Okay, cool. So hitting on 3s here.
Yes.
And 1 is... Oh, I need to do these separately, actually. So let's do it.
Yeah.
So what... Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that separately.
So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah,
5.
so what?
You can do
6 at a time, like one of our subscribers said. So the sergeant isn't there, so I don't have to roll separately. So hitting on 3s.
That's 1.
1 feed. So let's do a quick.
He dies.
So he dies, so 1 can go away. And then another 6.
Move these to the side.
3, 6.
That's 3 more there. And that's 2 more die.
Okay.
I might not need to charge you. Huh.
6 hits.
I regret my decision.
And wounding on 2s. That's such a bad roll. Okay, so 2 breaching,
2 breaching,
and 2 normal saves.
So 2 feel no pain straight off, so they die.
Yep.
And then I've got 2 2-up.
2, 3. Oh, unless you want to go on your Artificer Armour.
Yeah, sergeants. They're not the older.
One of them is wounded. That's
on that squad.
Okay, that's on the other squad. Okay.
So I will take 3-ups.
Perfect.
Fine.
Okay, so just 1 is basically dead.
We'll take off this guy, making your charge longer.
Okay, perfect. So
Well, actually,
do you want to charge now? Because you can wait. You don't have to charge.
I don't have to.
I know. Yes, you have to declare before, right?
Is it declaring before?
Yeah, yes, declare before.
So huzzah! No, they fail.
So okay, fail. So you do move slightly up.
Be 2 inches, wouldn't it? Ooh.
Yeah.
2 inches towards you, which is actually not a bad idea because if I go 2 inches towards you, that would make your charge slightly longer.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll slowly move those up. I'll roll anyway for some more shooting. So I've got 3 guys here with 2 guys with combi bolters and 1 with a. How much is an assault cannon? Is it 5 shots?
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not too sure myself.
Let's quickly check. Okay, we're back. It's only 3 shots. I was going to do like 5, so it's good we checked. So it's approaches. Maybe it has less. Anyway, here we go. We are hitting on 3s with this one.
Yes.
That's 3 hits. Strength 6.
So 2 to wound.
3 wounds, and then we've got 2 combi bolters, which are hitting on 2s because I am getting +1 to it with combi bolters. All hits, and 1 wound. So
wound.
1 normal wound. So you can do them all together because they're same.
I think it's on one guy anyway.
Yes, it's just one guy.
You can
So
gun
2
down.
ups.
He's fine.
Perfect.
He's just eating everything.
And then you have already done your 2 reactions, right?
I did my movement phase reactions, and I've done my shooting phase reaction.
So you can't do any more shooting phase reactions. So I
No.
can shoot with these then.
Yes.
So 2 of them only because the rest can't shoot. So let's bring the templates out, which is in the tray there.
I think he's probably going to get all of them, to be fairly honest.
I think we could get quite a lot now. Let's see.
Have a look. So go from here. So that's going to be
All of that line. So
6,
2,
7,
7, 8. Yeah. And this
and then
one
this one to try and get the most.
is
be
2,
again
4, 6, 8 again. So
8 again,
16. Okay. So remove 4 from here. That's why I was trying to lead you out on this side because I could find on the other side. So 4s and a lot of breaching. This is good. This is good.
Oh no.
Okay, so 5 feel no pains
5
and
no pains.
5 normal saves.
So 5 ups.
So that's 2. So that's 2
One-
dead
one
because 1 is
dies,
wounded. Yeah,
one takes it, yeah.
and then
then-
normal saves. So you've got Artificer armor still. Do you want to do Artificer armor?
Do I want to do Artificer? I will actually.
Okay, so 4 you could 1 at a time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Passes.
He
That's
takes
1
the
wound.
I save that for later.
Okay.
He's fine. He's fine.
Perfect. So,
So
1
then-
wound's there.
Yeah, he takes the wound. Sergeant.
Okay. That was a feel no pain after that,
Yeah.
right? Perfect. So 2 dead and 1.
Actually, I can just leave the one that I've got.
Yeah,
there.
you can. You've got a little marker
I
there.
don't think the Chainaxes are any good for me here. So
Okay.
I'll take the Chainaxes and leave the sergeant with the. Where is he? There he is.
Okay, just put him. We can put him in
Let's
the
not
back.
put
We
it
know
there.
he's.
We know it's for the
wounded.
sergeant.
Perfect. Okay, so that is all the shooting. Now for charges. I can't fail on that side.
No.
Do you wanna? I'll charge on this side. I need the 12 now with his extra movement there to move into
To
the thing.
go away. No.
So no, that's a fail. But I do move
6.
6 inches. So I'll
Is it
move
6, 3,
5,
4,
6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, so 9 to 4
So 4,
rounding
5.
up. 5.
Always rounding up.
Yeah. So
And then-
let's do on the corner. Then.
I can't really fail here, so I'm going to do this, which I charge, and I'm going. Do you want to brace here? Do you want to become fearless?
Whereabouts? I'm stubborn. Yeah, I'll become fearless.
Perfect. I will challenge you though.
Brace.
So do you want to accept?
I fail.
Oh, you fail.
Not this again.
Yep. So D6.
Yeah, leadership 8.
3. I'll still get you anyway.
Oh, shame.
Okay. So I challenge. You have to accept, right?
I have to.
Do you want to accept with your Apothecary or with your Reaver Champion?
I would like to accept with the champion because the
Lovely.
Apothecary can still do something.
Okay, cool. Let's do this and get some dice ready and go into combat. Okay, we're back and we're actually sorting out the Crimson Path rule where the first wound is actually ignored.
Ignored every phase,
It was quite easy to fix only because there's a couple. So his sergeant is full because of what
Yes.
we've done is the one that he got on the sergeant is basically an extra wound on the failed. And basically, we've done the same on this squad. So probably there's some of you screaming at the video right now, at the screen, but we fixed it now.
I did say bear with me. I caught it. I just caught it.
Just
now.
caught it now. Okay, so we're going to start over there. We've challenged. You
Yes.
have accepted with your champion.
Yes, my champion.
So will you strike at
Initiative
5? Perfect. So
Yes.
you go first.
So if I am correct, I have 3 attacks because Meteor Hammer is 2-handed and he just has 3 attack space.
Lovely.
I didn't charge, so nothing fun there. So Meteor Hammer is strength +2, excellent. So I have to hit you on 4s.
So one
Excellent.
hit.
1 hit. And I have to wound you on 2s, but this is breaching 5 up. No, nothing.
No, so a 2 up, right?
So 2 up.
2 up. Okay,
Oh,
it's a
shit.
pass. Okay, I strike back. Let's do the. So I'm hitting on 2s here because my weapon skill is 6 on the Preceptor, and I get +1
Also, I was
because of
hitting you on
depth.
5s then, wasn't it?
With him, yes.
I was
Fine.
hitting
So
him on
doesn't matter.
5s.
You failed it.
I failed anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, because Preceptor is weapon skill 6. Yes, sir. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of my upgrade for Slayer of Kings. So that's all hits, and then 2s to wounds with +2 strength.
Yep.
And okay, so this is a fail. Now this is what happens. These
Yes.
are instant killing because
Yes.
they're Major Strike. So he's dead, and because of SN rules, they spill over. So that's another one dead.
No. I ignore the first wound in every phase.
Okay, cool. So he's dead.
So he just dies.
He's dead, and then an AP3 wound on there.
AP3, so feel no pain.
Just feel no
Oh,
pain.
could I
of
feel no
5
pain
up.
that as well?
No,
No,
it's
Major
Major
Strike,
Strike.
Major
So
Strike.
a 5 up here.
Forever?
No, so
sorry.
that is one of them. He's dead, and one of them is wounded.
wounded.
I've gained a point there for winning a challenge.
Yes.
So do we want to mark that up really quickly?
Yes, we will.
Let's mark up that to
that's
a
you.
2.
There you go.
Perfect.
And Sergeant's dead, and one of them's taking a wound.
And one of them's taken a wound. Okay, now do you have your dice ready for the rest of the attacks?
If only.
Or you don't?
I do not. No,
Okay, so shall I attack really quickly once you get your dice?
I'll count up my dice.
Okay, so
'Cause I have to make sure I get this right.
3 attacks each, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Oh, did they all get re-rolling ones?
Yes,
Oh,
they all
that's
get it.
crazy.
Okay, so 2 misses, and then choose to wound.
Eso no bueno.
Okay,
Ooh,
a
that's
couple of
good.
1s here. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead,
I can't do anything about them.
which you can't do anything about them, and then 2 AP3s, which you do have feel no pain.
Feel no pains. I
Which
passed
you
them both.
pass them, they feel
I need to
pain.
do 5 that I need to do 5, 6, 7 wounds
7 wounds.
to equalize you.
Okay.
Alright, so let me see if I get this all correct then.
No, more than that, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are 2 wounds
Oh,
each.
you did 2 wounds, true,
Yeah.
yes. It's alright, I want the squad. Because we strike at the same time, do we not? If we do.
Yes.
Excellent. So 2 phalanx blades, yeah, running for Duelist Edge 1, what's that?
Duelist Edge 1 is
Fighting
in
a challenge.
Challenger.
Yeah. Excellent. So they got 2 attacks each.
Yep.
So everyone's there except there's 2 of
Yeah,
the
there's
guys.
2. You get 3 because they have 2
5, 6,
blades
7.
each.
7 now.
They have 2 blades each, so they have 3 attacks each. 3 attacks each.
Yeah, I'll count the 7 guys and
I'll let you do it off camera,
Yes.
and we'll okay, we're back. We're sorted.
Sorted.
Hitting you on 4s,
On
3
fours.
attacks each.
Yes.
Okay.
Eso no
move.
bueno.
Getting the hits. Okay, doing it the opposite way. A couple more there. Perfect.
Yes.
And move that, and then +1 to wound. Right.
So
So wounding on
threes.
3s. Looking for 4s really. Okay, and that is okay. So
3 2-ups.
3 2-ups first. One is
taken
wounded,
wound.
and then 4
4
4-ups.
Oh, for
Pass
God's
them on.
sake,
Yeah.
don't do this.
Okay,
to
so
me.
just a wound's done.
Yes.
You've lost by a lot, but you are stubborn.
Aha!
So
Apothecary. 1 hit. No wound.
okay.
Oh, shred. No. Anyway,
So you lose another 5,
yes, I'd lose
one of which is
5.
wounded.
2,
2.
3, 4. And 5.
Perfect. And one of them stays wounded because you passed your feel no pain on
Yes.
them. So we'll just put it there. Perfect. Okay, that was an ouch.
That was a very big ouch.
Now, I've won combat by a lot,
But
a
I'm
big margin, but it doesn't matter because
I'm stubborn.
you're stubborn. So let's roll for that stubborn.
I don't need to fail this. I passed
6,
this.
7. That's a pass. Okay, so that is
Do I score
basically
that
it.
then? Oh, no,
No,
you're
because I'm
contesting.
contesting. So that would be the end of the turn 2.
Turn 2, yes.
I score a point here.
Yes.
You score a point there. And apart from that, I haven't killed anything yet.
Nope.
So I don't score that point for myself, but I do score a point in challenge. So 3-2 the score. On to turn 3. Coming up next. We haven't rolled for the objective to disappear, so that is a 5.
Which already disappeared, I think.
Already disappeared, yep. So we need to re-roll
again.
that because this is a 2. Yep, re-roll that. Into a
1.
1.
Oh, it's gone.
It's this one. Okay, so this one is gone. So that changes things up a bit. Well, obviously, it doesn't really change because I'm not objective secured on them. But if he does have a miracle and win, basically that will change. Perfect. Okay, we're back. Movement now over. And it's been very, very tricky because obviously he didn't want to make me shoot with my plasma. And obviously Wall of Death even better. So he stayed out of 8 inches, so I can't Wall of Death.
Yep.
His Ravager squad is risking it. I think it's a 6-inch charge now.
Yep.
But he didn't want to move because he didn't want me to react. Now the Contemptor did come in. I have a Wall of Death, and I did do 1 wound onto him. So he's down to 5. That is his movement. He said this flank is now basically gone,
For sure.
especially without that objective on that side. So he's going to concentrate on this side. Let's go on to some shooting. So what is going to shoot? Do you want to do your 2 melters here?
I think I'll do it. Well, it's 1 melter, 1 plasma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I am going to do is
Displace.
I can displace.
Ooh.
And if I can displace, you can probably just be able to see 1.
Maybe 2.
I'll displace because you are now within 3 out for 3 inches.
So you have to
let's
displace
move.
away,
Let's move
right?
my 4 inches.
So
up.
that way.
Yep. That one all the way up, and then those. Just try and hide them. Yeah. So it's gonna be 1.
I don't even think I think just about 1 maybe.
No, can't see
No.
any. Okay, perfect. So displace is gone, so he can't shoot. Covering this objective a bit more.
Yep.
And any more shots you can shoot into some bolt pistols.
Bolt pistols? No, I mean 2 bolt pistols if I
You
wanted to.
might as well because you're not charging with that unit, are you?
I mean, you're closer now, but because
but you won't be able to fit.
my plan is if I can get in here and I can kill your guy.
Yeah.
And I get the
but
point
you
in the
can't
challenge.
because you can't fit through there. Because you're
No, yeah,
blocking the
they'd
objective.
obviously have to run this way.
Yeah, they would have to charge there.
Yeah.
And then you would have to do that, which is interesting because if you killed them, we've said it off camera, you would deny me from getting the point
Which
for
I
going
think
second.
is really important
Yeah.
as well.
But that unit isn't very good against them.
No, they are going to suffer.
Do you want to have a little
horribly.
think?
I will have a little think.
Okay, we've had a think. He's going to go and charge the plasma, so you really don't want to shoot at me because you don't want me to displace further back. And then what he's going to do, he's going to risk it and go in with his Praetor and try and mash up some with his power. Last time he was in as Mortalis, played against the Raven Guard with Jose, and he was actually a beast. So if he is in the same mood, he's actually going to do a lot of damage. So what are we doing?
So you already displaced there once.
Yes.
So I guess I might as well try and plink off a wound or two. Any
okay,
bit
because you
helps.
will be charging.
So they are all weapon skill 5 because they're veterans.
Yep.
And looking for 4s. So give me 3 saves. Make them all 1s. Hey, there we go. That's a wound. That's all I wanted.
So we put a wound there. And
anything that makes it easier.
You got a pistol on your Praetor as well, right? It's on 2s.
You hit.
Wounding on 4s.
Give me a 4. Are you wounds? Give me a 1.
Maybe kill 1.
Oh,
just
so
about.
close.
Perfect. So on to charges.
Yes, sir.
The Ravagers are going to charge into there.
Them.
I will.
Will you choose?
They're going to die anyway, so I won't brace.
I don't think there's any point, no.
What I will do is I'll try and move back and make your charge even longer. So hopefully, if I fail, yes, I'll brace. I didn't fail. So they are basically dead. You can charge that. Double one will fail. They're in. And then what do we need over here?
Well, I'll clear out all these. Actually, let's see.
I will brace as well here because I can do 2 in the short phase.
So I need a 5 to get around that corner.
So I pass.
You're fine. Yeah, you're not running away from me this time.
No, and are they stubborn? They're not stubborn, are they?
No,
so
I don't believe
if you don't mind, I would have used my Dark Angels specific one, which makes
I have a Legion banner though.
Which makes them fearless, right? No.
No, it doesn't make them fearless. I think it gives them something else.
It gives them leadership 10.
10, yeah. Okay,
but I will do it. But the Praetor has leadership 10, but doesn't have stubborn. So I would use my fear 2 and fearless, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Bit more of a buff. So let's roll. Need a 5.
He's in.
It's at 7 and no more charges. Because the Contemptor can't see, and even though he came in from reserve, so can't do that. I will be issuing a challenge. You are chosen warriors, so you can accept with a normal guy. I will accept with
a normal guy, yes.
Perfect. Okay, I knew that was coming. So let's get a lot of dice ready and go into some frenzy fighting inside these corridors. Okay, we're back, and we've done some things off camera. First of all, he minced my support squad, meaning that I can't now get the squad for killing something on his turn before he kills something back. And then here in the middle, what we've done is we've done all of the Chainaxe wielding attacks, which is 6 attacks each. They were hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s because of the Butcher's Claw Warlord trait, and rerolling because of Chainaxes. So I've got all these wounds, and these are 2-ups basically. So let's see how it goes. I see a couple of 1s, so that is 2 deads because 1 was wounded. But
2 dead.
I do attack at the same time.
Yes.
So we can do attacks. So I'll put these 3 here to just remind me, and then move all these, and then we're going to go on to the challenge next.
Yes.
So you do have 6 attacks.
Yes.
So do you want to do your 6 attacks? This is the challenge, obviously.
I've just realised with SN rules,
yeah,
it wouldn't matter if I were in the challenge or not, would I? Because they'd just go into the squad any overkill. It's just easier to kill them, I suppose. So this is just my normal whatever he's called.
No, you didn't want to challenge with your because I am weapon skill 6.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. So 2 hits.
Yep, 2 hits.
And looking for 2s. There you go. 2 hits.
2. No, you needed 5s to hit because I'm weapon skill 6.
Oh yes, you are weapon. I keep forgetting you're weapon skill 6.
What is it? You hits.
I think I hit 1 then. I guess.
Okay, I'll give you 1.
We'll do 1, and then.
I'm re-rolling. It's a wound anyway. So 2 up. That's a pass.
He's fine.
Okay, I would attack back with my 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So 3 hits, and then wounding on +2 strength, so wounding on 2s. Okay, so he's dead because that would be more major strike on a.
I ignore the first wound in every phase.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
And then 1 wound.
He's fine.
He's fine because he's got 2 up save, right? Okay, and then the rest of my attacks, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Here we go.
that guy.
Hitting on
Praetor.
3s, rerolling 1s. Obviously get 3 2s.
Yep.
Hits, and
Yep.
then 2s to wound.
2 to wound. That's
2
dead.
murderous strike, and
1 save.
2
saves.
to 8, 2 ups.
So 2 2-ups. He's fine,
Perfect.
and 2 would die.
Yes. So on my side, 2 would die.
Excellent. Now my Praetor. So hitting you on freeze, because your majority weapon skill is 5.
Yes.
And we're not in a
Yep,
challenge?
Yep.
Of course. Master crafted, didn't pay it for nothing. Oh, never mind, didn't matter.
And
And
then
then 2s.
2 to wound.
That's 3.
3 wounds.
So brutal 2 each.
So, first one, 4 up.
He
He's one
dies.
dead. Second one
He
is
dies.
dead. And third one,
He
he
dies.
dies. So that's the unit.
That's what
wiped
I
out.
needed.
And apart from that, I haven't done anything, and I didn't kill him in a challenge, right?
Nope, you did
so
not.
I didn't get a point there. But you do, no, these are not elite, so you don't get a point there, but you will be scoring this
that
objective.
objective, yep.
Perfect. Let's get some dice ready and move on to the other side. Okay, we're back, and we're on to this combat, which I'm challenging because there is a character. That's the bad thing about having
An
apothecary.
apothecary.
So you have to accept it's the only character there. So let's do, I'll allow you to do your attacks first.
Yeah, so 3 attacks. Huzzah.
Hitting on 5s, yeah, let's not miss that one now. And then 4s, re-rolling because of the Chainaxe. 2 up.
He suffers no wound! Wait,
okay.
who's wounded?
One on the back, not him.
Oh.
Okay, and then I attack back. So re-rolling 1s. And then wounding on 2s. He's dead.
Yep,
Another
I
guy
can't
is
feel
dead.
I can't feel no pain.
No, another guy is dead. And then 1...
Oh, is it? Why do I have 2? Oh, because one of my guys is dead, yeah. So
Yeah.
the guy at the back would, well, suffer the wound later.
Okay, and then 1 AP3. So
And then
it
one-
goes... So... no, he won't get... It goes through, right? So he's dead.
Yeah, he dies.
Do you, every unit get it?
Yeah.
The first... Does every unit get it?
I'm pretty sure it's the first, every unit. Let me triple check. Let's see, Crimson Path. All models with both the independent, no, it's independent character. Rampager squads, yep. Any unit composed entirely of models with the infantry unit type and the World Eater special rule, ignore the first wound inflicted in each phase. No saves or damage mitigating rolls are rolled. For this wound, it is simply discarded.
Okay.
So everything that's infantry just ignores the first wound dealt in every phase.
Okay, so this one would get removed,
Moved.
right?
Yep,
But
he'd
he would
die
still
in the end.
die, and then you get an AP3.
An AP3, I can't do anything. No, because
No, you can't do anything. So
No,
one is basically wounded because he
So
would
the
have
one
died.
that was on 1 wound is dead.
And the apothecary
The
is dead.
Apothecary is dead.
Okay, so you attack back with your phalanx blades.
My phalanx blades, yeah, because it would strike at the same time. So let me correct this. It's
4 attacks.
4 attacks each. Excellent.
No, 3
Three
attacks
attacks
now.
each,
3
yeah.
attacks now.
3 attacks.
There's only... Oh yeah, we're striking at the same time.
Yeah. So let's see. This and then 2 saves.
2 AP4s, right?
2 AP4s.
AP2s. AP2s.
AP2s,
Bending.
yes.
4 up.
So
So
guy in
one
the
is
back
dead.
dies.
And then I track back. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
He would die. Get the 1. The sergeant.
Hitting on 3s. And then just need a 5 or 6. That's him dead.
Excellent.
Okay. So that concludes turn 3 for yourself.
Yes.
I do get a point for challenge here,
Yes.
which would be good. And they are elite, right?
He dies. They are elite.
So
yes.
I get another point. So 2 points scored there. You haven't scored any points because you haven't killed any elites or haven't
Oh no,
killed
they're
any in
not
a
elites.
challenge.
They're troops, aren't they?
Yes. So
That is really cheeky.
yes. So I think I'm basically going to stay around here. I don't think I can do much. I'm going to think about it, think where we are, count up the points, and we'll catch you back in a second.
See what happens with these objectives.
No, that was my turn.
Oh yeah, you went second.
That was your turn, sorry.
that my turn?
Yeah, that was your turn.
Ooh,
Okay, we're back, and we're going into tactical mode. So I'm winning by 3 points. It's 5-3 at the moment, just because we've both got the same amount of objectives, but I have won 2 challenges.
Yes.
And I have killed an elite unit.
Yes, which is very annoying.
Which is very annoying. Okay, so I'm going into survival mode. I'm basically hiding. So I'm going to stay put where I am here. I'm going to stay put where I am here. Brought my dreadnought in, but hiding away as well because I just don't want to give him any elite points. And I'm sitting here with my only objective in the back. So that would be the end of my turn. We would score a point. I would score a point here. You would score 2 points. So the tally would go up to 6-4. Now we roll off.
Now this is the important part.
This is the important. So there's only 3 left.
Yes.
So let's roll.
So it can't be a 3, and it can't be a 4.
Okay, and I have the 2 on my side.
I want it to be a 2.
Okay, it's going to be... Shall I roll this time?
Oh, do you want to roll? Oh, I
roll.
don't know. You're going to roll bad.
A 3.
A 5 doesn't
so
exist.
re-roll.
A 2!
Oh,
Yes!
no.
Yes!
Okay, that means survival mode for me has just gone out the window.
All right, all the plans we
because
have, out the window.
There's 2 objectives here now, so it's going to be...
Now for me, it's survival
See,
mode.
now it's your turn. Now it's your survival mode.
Now
so
it's my
what I
survival
should have done is waited here and then gone in for the kill in
go
those
for it here,
back.
yeah.
So, ouch. Okay, so score is 6-4.
Yes.
We're in a game again, and we're going on to turn 4, which could be the last turn of the game.
Could be the last time.
Let's see how that goes. Okay, we're back, and it is turn 4. Kieran being very smart. We've actually been talking about it a lot, and it's probably now game just because this objective has disappeared. The only way that it could be a draw is if we roll a 1 at the end of this game. So, being smart, obviously it is a competitive and tournament-based game. He's actually retreated back, not retreat, tactical retreated.
Tactical withdrawal.
Withdrawn, yes, exactly. So moving back. So what he doesn't want to do is give me options for things to go into combat, make challenges, and kill elite and HQ units, because that would actually give me extra points. Which Kieran doesn't want to give me, obviously. So what he's done is moved all his forces towards this corner to make sure that even with 2 turns, I basically can't get into range of any of those. Even though he does have reinforcements, he doesn't need to bring them in because he doesn't want to bring them in a place where, again, I could get into a challenge. So he probably bring them later on in the back corner here, but he doesn't have to do it right now. So that is your turn.
It is my turn.
Quick turn, only movement, nothing else. What we are going to do, basically, is in my turn, I would basically move. We've already pre-measured of where they would go. So to speed things up, we are just going to basically roll a dice to see if we go on to turn 5. It's a 2-up. Now, the score at the moment after this is 6-6.
Yep.
First roll is to see what objective is removed. So what is it? What is left?
Well, it's gonna be a 6.
A 6 nothing. A 6 nothing happens.
6 is nothing?
No, a 6 is nothing. A 6 for this mission is nothing.
Okay,
So
true,
that's
yeah.
the perf roll. So that you would get another. Now,
Another one.
now the roll. Don't roll a 1. If not, is a draw. And we will talk about what happens with a draw. Okay, it is a 3. That actually confirms that is a win to the World Eaters, because we will move into another turn. I still don't have the movement to get into combat because obviously Kieran will move his forces even further back, and we already have pre-measured how much I can move and how much I can charge. So in the previous turn, you would again get 2 more points, taking it to 8-6, confirming the win for the World Eaters. I shake your hand, my friend. World Eaters move on to the quarterfinals, which again, I have forgotten what they will play against, but if you are on our social medias, you can actually check. Let's talk about it all. End of game conclusion coming right up. And there we have it, a win to the World Eaters, and they pass on to the quarterfinals. Yeah. So Kieran's first Zone Mortalis experience, I think it's the second game?
time. The first one I think was with the Salamanders.
Yes, with your Salamanders,
With my
actually,
Salamanders,
So
yes.
only the second time, and we've already said how much of an enjoyable game it is. But first of all, let's talk about the game itself, because it has had a big swing at the very, very end, and it all came down to 1 dice roll. Losing that objective in the back has actually made you win the game, because I'll explain it to you guys just in case. I was in a 2-point lead. If I wouldn't have lost that objective, both of us would be getting a point a turn, making me always have the advantage. But 2 rolls actually. So the first one I lost mine, making him have a big swing of two objectives a turn. And then you roll the 6, meaning that it wouldn't change. So you would again get a total of 6, taking it to 8-6 at the very, very end. Some iconic moments. I think some very, very cool moments on both sides. And I think both lists were quite strong. But the World Eaters have taken it in the end. So
It was all organized chaos. You see, I was just going to run at you to confuse
Yes,
you.
yeah.
And then eventually I was just going to hang back and like, these are my objectives.
yeah, exactly.
It was all organized chaos.
Talk to us. You enjoyed Zone Mortalis. I always
did,
say
yeah.
it's probably one of the best game systems Games Workshop actually do, and
agree.
you confirm you've liked
I
it
can
quite
confirm
a lot.
I've enjoyed it, yes.
Yeah. Would you have changed anything game-wise? Because obviously you haven't played the World Eaters before.
No.
You came straight into Zone Mortalis, which is easier to run because there's
Yes.
less on the board. There's not many different type of tactics you can do, but at the same time, it's a very different play style. So would you have changed anything up? Do you think you made some mistakes in throwing some units at me at the start?
Gameplay-wise, probably maybe I would have held back the Rampager squad
Yeah.
on the right, because I didn't expect to fail that 6-inch charge,
know.
and I
That
failed
was
that 6-inch
unlucky,
charge, and I'm
yeah.
like, okay. And then I thought I got saved, but then you auto-rally in the same turn, and I'm like, this is not going to go very well for me.
It's good because the wording is actually that you auto rally on that turn, meaning that the next turn is basically a fresh start, which is great. Now, something that we've learned today, and I think we've both learned something, is like Apothecaries are very, very good.
Yes.
But Apothecaries also give you extra points because you can
Yes.
challenge, and that's actually quite important in Zone Mortalis. Because I actually did start getting a lead because there was
Apothecary.
two types of characters in a unit, and when you have it in a unit of normal Marines and stuff like that, it actually gets even tastier because
Yes.
they're easier to kill. You had them in obviously Rampager squads, but the inner circles were just much
Despite the
better.
fact that I forgot that you could challenge the Apothecary, I'm going to say that I expected nothing to live that the Rampagers went into. That was my planning.
Yeah.
It's not like I forgot.
Yeah, inner circle. We can talk a bit about the inner circle knights. They are fantastic. Like hitting on 3s or 2s, re-rolling
Yes.
1s with their extra upgrades depending what battle you're playing. They are just
And then
like
the
the
murder
creme.
strike 5-up. It's like,
Murder strike and rending 5-ups. It's not 6-up, it's 5-up. So it's a 1 in 3 chance for every dice roll. They do have a lot of extra attacks as well. So yeah, interesting. Now, my list didn't have a lot of line units, but in this mission specifically, it's actually quite difficult to get to the center lines, and they go disappearing as you go along. So I think I would still have like one more line because I think I had 2 line.
Yeah, 2 line.
And only 2 lines. So I think I would take a third just in case, because look, at the very end, it actually affected me quite a lot. And talking about mistakes, just to finish my side off, if I had put my Contemptor or waited to put my Contemptor further away, I would have actually tried to outflank and try and get that kill, not only for elites, but maybe a HQ as well. I played it too defensive without thinking, oh, maybe my objective can go, and that's exactly what happened. They put him defensively, took it up the way, so you didn't get the point, and then my objective basically vanished. So, yeah. Do you think you made the mistakes? I don't think. I think you played it quite well, right?
You know, for my first time playing World Eaters, and I was kind of going the mindset of a World Eater player, which was just run forward, charge, and have fun.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised the way it turned out. I'm like, wow, actually, it went a lot better than I expected.
Yeah.
And I think the Rite of War
Helps.
it really helped. Ignoring the first wound, because
Yeah.
you would have killed the sergeant.
I would have got an extra point
In the challenge.
for challenges. Yeah.
I think that's good, but I think it does give you points if you kill because now obviously Rampagers are not troops anymore.
No,
They're line, but they're
line.
not troops.
That's
whereas
the
other
tricky
one
one.
makes
So
them troops.
I thought they were troops as well, but they're just line, which is great because you can score and it's important, but still costs you 2.
Yes.
And most importantly, still gives the opponent a point for killing them because they are elite. So
100%.
yeah.
I think the World Eaters have this unique place in Zone Mortalis where you can go the Crimson Path.
Yeah, or Berserker Assault.
Or Berserker Assault. Crimson Path would make them line, so you get more board control, but you risk sacrificing more points to your opponent. Or you can go Berserker Assault, where you don't have as much board control, but you don't give away as many points.
And you can go very, very aggressive
And
with
you can
extra,
go very aggressive,
extra movement and all that. Anyway, it's a win for the World Eaters. The Dark Angels are now vanished. They move on to the quarterfinals, and we will catch you in the next game very soon. So thank you for joining us. And Kieran, thank you again for being a guest. We'll see you in the next Bar Report very soon. Goodbye.